Hello and welcome to another GCSE Computer Science video with me, Mr Goff, for MrGoff.com. This video will focus on arrays. An array is a fixed length data structure that stores multiple related values of the same data type under a single identifier. Let's say we had a program that wanted to record the results or the scores for 5 tests for a student. We could have 5 separate variables, or instead we could have a single scores array with 5 values within it, each separated by a comma. Arrays are declared by stating the array keyword, the identifier for the array, and either specifying the number of empty slots needed, so array names 5 would create an array called names with 5 empty slots in it, or specifying the actual values to be assigned to each slot. So array names and then passing it, Bob, Cam, Dan, Joe and Tim would provide us with an array called names with those values in each of those positions. Arrays use zero indexing, meaning the first item in an array is in position 0. This means the last item is always in position n-1, where n is the number of items in the array. Attempting to access an item from a position not in the array results in an out-of-range error. This is most commonly done in an array like the example here, where someone thinks the 5th one will be in position 5, so tries to access names position 5. To assign a value to a position in an array, you reference both the name of the array and the position you want to assign a new value to. For example, names 3 equals Jim will take our original array names that has Joe in position 3 and replace Joe with Jim. A two-dimensional array, or 2D array, is an array where each element in the array is itself an array. So for instance, if we wanted to store the scores for a range of tests for a number of students, we could use a 2D array. In effect, each of the subarrays becomes like a record for one student. A 2D array is declared by passing 2 parameters. First, the number of subarrays, and second, the number of elements in each subarray. So, if we created array gameboard 3, 3, this would create an array called gameboard with 3 subarrays, each of which has 3 positions within it. Perfect for storing the result or the current state of a game board in a game of tic-tac-toe. To access data in a 2D array, you pass the array name and 2 values. The first is which subarray to look in, and the second is which position within that subarray to get the value from. If we had an array such as scores, then scores 2, 1 would be 10. This is because scores 2 refers to the array in position 2, 0, 1, 2 makes it the third one, and then we want the number in position 1 in that array, and with 0 indexing, 15 is in position 0, 10 is in position 1. We also pass 2 parameters when assigning to a 2D array. The first is again which subarray we want to assign to, and the second which position in that subarray we want to assign to. So gameboard 1, 1 refers to the array in position 1, so the second array, and position 1 within that array, which is the second place within the array. So this would place an X in the center of the middle array. That brings us to the end of this video on arrays. Join me again in the next video when I'll be looking at subprograms. Use the resources at MrGoff.com to help you revise computer science. And until next time, it's bye for now.